So you've pulled your credit report and you've looked it over and found some inaccuracies. What do you do next? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. How to write your dispute letters. Hello. My name is Kiwanis. I am a board certified credit consultant, and I also have a master's in business. And today we are talking all about the do's and don'ts of writing a dispute letter. If you would like to see the previous videos on how to obtain your credit report or how to read the credit report, I have linked them here for you. So the first thing is, do not use those dispute letters that you find online. Credit bureaus receive those letters, thousands and thousands of those letters every day. You want to write your dispute letter in your own voice. You don't want to sound like a credit expert. The second thing is, do not dispute every account in one letter. You can break those letters up. So in your first letter, maybe you just want to dispute all of your personal information. And then in your second letter, you can dispute the collection accounts. And if you have charge-offs or judgments and inquiries, you can dispute those in a third letter. So do not dispute, ever dispute online. I think we've touched base on this before in one of the previous videos. But when you dispute online, you are waiving your rights. And you can't, if you have an action against the credit bureau, you can never sue them. You can only go through arbitration. So you never, ever want to dispute online. The third thing is, never ever give the credit bureau the correct information. So in your dispute letter, you just want to let the credit bureau know that, hey, this is the wrong information, please remove it. Or, hey, this is the wrong information, please correct it. They should be the one that is getting the correct information, and it should not come from you. Never contact the credit bureaus when you have sent a letter and the account is under investigation. This gives the credit bureau an extra 15 days. They don't need that kind of time. Do not dispute the same account over and over again using the same language. Each time, get a little bit more aggressive. Let the credit bureaus know that you are not going to back down. So for example, say in your first letter, you've told the credit bureau that this account is incorrect, please remove it. And it comes back as verified. In your second letter, you're going to get a little more aggressive and you're going to ask the credit bureau to provide the method of verification. And from there, you can get a little more aggressive each time that if the account comes back as verified. If it's a collection, you always want to dispute with the credit bureau and the collection agency at the same time. In your dispute letter to the collection agency, you can ask them the method of verification, and you let them know that you have not done business with them and that you want that information removed from your credit report. So now let's talk a little bit about the do's of writing a dispute letter. You always want to let the credit bureau know what it is that you want to happen. Do you want the account removed or do you want it corrected? Always let them know. Secondly, always send a copy of your driver's license or a state ID and a copy of your social security card when you are disputing with the credit bureaus only. Never ever sign your dispute letters if that's going to a collection agency or the credit bureaus. You never know where their signature may end up. So do not send when you're writing your dispute letter, do not sign your letter. Now, going back to the social security card and the state ID. Now that only goes to the credit bureau so that they can identify you. It never goes to a collection agency. On your state ID, if your address is not the same, is not your current address, then you want to send them a recent bill as well. You always want to keep a record of the disputes that you send. So you can make a copy of those letters and keep those in a folder, or you can even actually write out in a tracker. You can track those disputes. And then the last thing is, you always want to be organized. Keep all of your dispute letters and credit reports in one area. You're going to be getting a lot of information in the mail from the credit bureaus and collection agencies if you have collections accounts. You just want to make sure that you are staying on track. I hope this video has been valuable. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, drop them in the comments. I will answer as many questions as I can. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe. See you next week.